And hello, everybody. I'm Renae Baker, and this is Sean Seymour.
No.
And we're just going to have ourselves a little carol chat because that's what we're doing to commemorate our 25th year, which will be marked this coming November. 25 years of caroling with I Smile in New York Productions. Congratulations to you, Sean, for being
Oh
with
my,
us.
I forgot that we were doing it for your 25th anniversary. I that's incredible.
Our 25th anniversary.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I totally feel like, it's a big family. So thank you for including me. But congratulations to you as well, Renae.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure to be a part of I Smile and Fabulous Fezziwigs every chance I get. It really
Every chance you get.
it's a tremendous joy, has brought such joy to my life. So congratulations. That's quite a thing.
And you bring joy to everyone's lives. I know we found you at the University of Michigan's musical theater senior showcase. And of course, I also an alumna of the University of Michigan musical theater department, your musical theater and dance. But you have the spirit of a caroler. You really do. We knew it the day you walked in.
Oh,
To that audition, it was just like you just radiated
I
joy.
claim that proudly.
You love it. It's so clear. You love caroling, and your eyes just sparkle, and it's a beautiful thing. So you've been with us about 6 years now. Still seem like you just graduated from college.
I know. And I in and out of the city for different things and tours and so I haven't really been there for 6 years, if you think about it that way. But at the same time, the time has passed. So it feels like I've been with you, with your group for such a long time now. But
Right, because you went off on the Book of Mormon Broadway national tour.
yeah, and a couple other things. So I probably only done 3 full like seasons with you, but
You always say, okay, I'm back on I've got these 3 days the second week of
I know
December.
I think
I
I
can
did that.
carol.
I was like, I'm coming back for like a few days. Like, can I come?
Yeah.
Yeah. But my
But do you have a favorite carol?
Yeah, so I think I'm thinking about this, and I it's just too hard for me to pick one. So I just have to, I mean, to say I have one favorite one, but I have so many, so I can pick any of them and talk about the significance.
What one's popping in your mind right now?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of little moments and memories from caroling with you, and especially I think my first year, but other years too. We would always wind up together to be me and you and Rachel and Rue and Sean and the three R's, and so we got to do a lot of gigs together, and there's so many special moments that it's impossible to remember every one of them. And collectively, you can't always remember every story, every memory, but to know that all of that like goodness and that joy combined is just so uplifting to my spirit, and I think like a collective human spirit, honestly. And that's like what Christmas and Christmas carols really do for a lot of people, that in ways that you can't relate to them maybe any other time of the year, and it just touches people's hearts. But I do have one specific memory. I don't know, I just always think about this one in particular. We were singing Silent Night. I think it was at the Lambs Club, and we were taking requests. And I'm pretty sure this couple, probably visiting from out of town, I would guess, like maybe in their early 60s, kind of, I don't know, they were sort of reserved, and they didn't really say much. And I think we just offered Silent Night, and because it's a great go-to. And all I can remember is they were just sitting and listening. And it's amazing sometimes when like you think Christmas carols, like it's the ones with the bouncy jingle bells, and we're all clapping along. But man, oh man, some of those ballads really touch you. And to see the people who would just sit and just listen. And how
Mhm.
often do we do that nowadays? To just sit and be still and like listen to something. It's pretty rare. We've got like 8 screens going and to-do lists and I don't know, jobs and work from home and you know. So I remember them being incredibly still, and I was like watching the wife at the end, and I just saw like one tear like slowly, and she just like went to grab her glass of wine, and she just, after we finished, and just she just said like thank you, and like that was it. And we just knew it was time to just like go. And a lot of times we'll chat with people, and they'll tell stories, and it was just so touching, because that song Silent Night, I mean, I don't know, there's how many people you think know that song? I mean, all over the world, it's maybe the most known Christmas song. I don't know Christmas Carol, but
Most recorded, that's for sure.
okay, well, I'm not surprised. I mean, it carries so much with it that is memories, and people remember a lot at Christmas. And so it was like, I don't know, I could just see her really connecting, and it was just so beautiful. And even if it was some sadness, um or nostalgia, or that's it was still like so beautiful, and it is precious, and it was like a holy moment in that way for me. So I have no idea who this woman is, and I'll probably never see her again, maybe at the Lambs Club, I don't know. But I know that we touched her soul and her spirit, and a lot of people don't have any outlet for that, like in their daily lives. So I think what we do when we carol is a way to really connect with people in their heart and in their like soul, and like lift them up. So yeah.
I think that's a really good point. How often do we, like you said, we've got like 8 screens going, especially now, since COVID hit and we've all learned how to do things on remotely. But how often do we actually just sit and focus on that one thing, listen to that one thing? And also, in my book, I actually talk about, it was the I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day chapter, where where I had learned, and there are some sadder sounding carols that actually put this into action, where the sad music, the music that unlocks the tears, is such a gift. It's like, we know that music is a gift, but it was a surprise to me one year when I realized it can be a gift in helping us let out the emotion that maybe we've been holding back, feeling like we can't let it out. And when a carol like that lets a tear escape, you know you actually want to go through those emotions. You don't know that you want to go through them,
Yeah.
but good stuff comes out of having actually let that escape. And of course, we know scientifically, the chemicals escape, and you actually feel happier after that. But I think that's really a beautiful memory, and I'm glad that you carolers that were there on that job that day, you knew. I know you guys are all really good at feeling the crowd, and you just knew, okay, that's that moment,
We
and
need to let it go, and that
let her
we
feel that.
would have, it's like I could start crying right now thinking about it. Like, I wanted to just sit there and cry with her and be like, and tell me about want to connect with people, but it's like, take your top hat and step away and just let them live in that moment. But it's an amazing way to connect with people. And I love it so much. And I actually, Renae, I just, because you said that, I just have to say that my book, your book is like here on my shelf.
Aw, that means
It's
a lot to me.
literally within reach. I had to just bring it out and show it.
So now when tonight, you'll have to look up the I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day chapter, and you'll
Yeah,
see
I
that's what we talked about.
got
Well, would you sing your favorite verse of Silent Night for us?
Okay.
He's a tenor, everybody. He's a beautiful tenor.
I'll
And
just
he
sing.
looks like Bob Cratchit in his top hat and tails.
I don't have the top hat. Sorry.
But you got the tails.
Somewhere, maybe. I don't know. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. You know, that is one that it's because it's so well known. It's the one that I'm like, wait, am I singing the right words? Like, am I flipping it? It's like not happy birthday. That's not a good example. But some of those songs you know so well that then you get up to sing it in front of people and you're like,
Oh, I didn't rehearse it because I just knew I'd know it, right?
I don't, yeah.
Sean, just beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with all of us. And thank you for sharing your spirit and your joy and your smiles and your friendship with me for these past 6 or so years.
Oh, it's the pleasure's all mine. I'm so glad that I met you, to work with you, and to befriend you as well. It's meant a lot.
Here's to many more.
Yes, congratulations.
Haha, thank you. I should have a mug of something, but I don't. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye-bye, everybody.